Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm super excited because this is the second episode in my new series, Painting a Planeswalker. This series I dedicated to my boyfriend on his birthday because he loves Magic the Gathering so much, and every month I am planning on creating a new look based on a Planeswalker from the game Magic the Gathering. And while I am creating that look, I am planning on telling you the lore of that Planeswalker. So last month was Liliana Vess, and this month I am doing Jace, what's his last name? I don't know. We'll get to it in the lore probably. I'm all frazzled. I'm sorry. I just spent like 2 hours doing this to my face, so my brain is gone. But I'm specifically basing this look off of the card Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I will have it inserted right here so you can see what look I was going for on my face. Obviously, this is not what he looks like, but I took the little telepathic power design in between his hands and put that across my face like freckles, and I am really excited how it turned out. I think it's super cool, and let's just stop babbling and jump into the look and the lore. Jace is a human planeswalker from the plane of Rin. Jace is a master of illusion and has the power of telepathy and inception, which makes him unique. But let me stop for a second and give you a little bit more information, because I realized after last time I told you about how planeswalkers are some of the most powerful beings in the game and in the story, but I never really told you exactly what they are. Planeswalkers are beings, humans, elves, goblins, mermaids, etc., that amongst other unique talents have the power to traverse planes of reality. See, in the story of magic, all of the different sets and stories take place in different realities. Planeswalkers are beings that have the ability to step into different realities. They could be in a kingdom of fairies one minute and then in a flurry of light step into a desert wasteland, which occupies the same general space. Liliana was one, Jace is another. So anyway, Jace was born on the plane of Rin to a poor mining family. Not much is known about Rin right now, except that it is a plane powered by mana, or life energy. Wizards use it, the world uses it as a currency, and it is harvested in mines which are scattered throughout the world. Rin is also a plane locked in an eternal civil war for who gets to control the mana mines. Jace was a teenager in a private school when he first realized his unique talents. He, as well as the rest of the students, were taking a test, the answers of which just simply appeared in his mind. He passed it perfectly, which angered the professors because this was a test specifically set up to make the students fail. If Jace passed, he had to have cheated. Because of this, he was mercilessly taunted and bullied by the other students who called him a freak and a cheat. But when one kid started to take things too far, Jace finally stood up for himself. Telling him things nobody else could know, telling the bully his own deepest and darkest secrets, which Jace knew inexplicably. The bully charged at him, but Jace's eyes flared blue for the first time, and suddenly Jace was staring at himself. He had taken control of somebody's mind for the first time. He immediately stopped and ran home, telling his mother everything. She consoled him and offered to help him. The next day, Jace had a new teacher, an arbiter between the warring factions of Vryn, a sphinx named Alhemorate. Alhemorate took Jace under his wing and taught him to harness his powers. He used Jace as a spy, extracting secrets and information from both sides so that they could bring it to the bargaining table to attempt to end the war. Everything was working smoothly until Jace dove too deep. He had never been able to read his master's mind, but he had always been curious. After a mission which yielded locations of some of the rebels, while Alhemorate was distracted, Jace dove into his mind and got lost in a flood of knowledge. The war on Vryn would never end. Alhemorate and others like him never had any intention of stopping it. Instead, they perpetuated while mitigating the violence for their own ends. This knowledge broke him as he was being used as a pawn. He felt a pull from inside his body, and the world seemed to dissolve around him. The smells changed, the sights changed, but suddenly he was yanked back by Alhemorate. His mind spun, but he was able to pick up a single word from his teacher's rant: Planeswalker. And with that, Alhemorate tried to erase Jace's memory. Who knows how many times this had happened, but this time Jace was able to hang on to what he felt and the word Planeswalker, which he wrote in a note. Eventually the cycle began again, but armed with his feelings and the word that had such an unknown but powerful meaning to him, Jace was ready for the next time his master tried to erase his mind. Jace forgot much about his past, his family, his school, his own name. But Alamarite forgot how to breathe. Jace felt a similar pull as his Planeswalker spark was once again ignited, and the last thing he saw before leaving Bryn was Alamarite gasping for breath. Jace began traveling the multiverse, seeking out knowledge, but never able to learn the things he truly wanted to know. Finally, he found a refuge and a place he felt home on the plane of Ravnica. He spent his nights tracing illusions in the air and contemplating himself, trying to desperately get back the memories he lost, but only one thing ever came back with any certainty: his name. His name was Jace Beleren. But that's all he knew. He had no idea where he came from or if he was good or evil. He would have to figure that part out on his own, and the search would be long. And that completes this episode of Painting a Planeswalker. I had so much fun. I am loving this series, and I'm so glad you guys are loving it too. If you have any requests for Planeswalkers you want to see next, leave them in the description box down below, and I will put them on the list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye!